All right, people, it is Thursday morning, but it's more like Friday. Markets close tomorrow, so today is our last crack at it. We take a look here, guys, at the futures and a relatively calm futures market compared to what we've been seeing lately. Market down about 0.5%. So here's what I'm looking at for today, guys. Few different setups. I'm really going to focus on one in this video, but this setup, like most setups, it's going to depend on the direction of the market. You know, this setup will work beautifully to the upside, most likely, if the market shows strength to the upside. This setup could also work well to the downside if the market rolls over to the downside. So as far as a breakout for the market today, we got the highs here at 27.65. We got a little bit of support down here, guys. I'll be looking at this level of 26.85. I think if we end up fading underneath that, you could see a sell-off into the close. Now, one thing to keep in mind, guys, don't get too, lost in the sauce here today. Markets close tomorrow. There is the chance that you see some big time selling before the 3-day weekend. Keep that in mind, right? Big money might not want to have too much exposure over the weekend. Just some things you got to keep in mind. So as far as the market, guys, we'll see for strength. I'd love to see a rip through 27.65. If we end up rolling through 26.85, I think we could see things getting pretty ugly. Now for the best setup of the day. We look at Tesla here, guys, right? One of the interesting things about this name is that unlike, its peers, Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, a few others, Tesla has held up extraordinarily well this week. We get the gap up here, but unlike the rest of the market, it never really faded back and rolled over. Most names like an Apple and Nvidia ended up coming down, guys, and filling these gaps to the downside. Tesla, not so much. So here's what we have cooking heading into this morning. All right, we're going to load up the Bollinger Bands. We're going to load up John Carter's TTM squeeze, and heading into this morning session, guys, we got a triple squeeze here on Tesla. We got a squeeze on the hourly chart. We pull up our 30-minute. We've got a squeeze on the 30-minute chart. And last night we even had a 15-minute squeeze that was firing to the upside. So the 15-minute squeeze is out the window at this point, but we do have this 30-minute. And we do have this hourly squeeze. So by far, guys, this is my favorite, technical setup. And here's the gist of it, right? Get the consolidation here on that hourly charts. And when a stock goes into a consolidation like this, picture this as, it's taking a breather. It made a big move. Now it's taking a breather. Everything is dying down, waiting for that next big move. What we would be looking for here today, guys, is either for this squeeze to fire to the upside as Tesla rips through that 555 level, or when this squeeze fires to the downside, should Tesla start rolling under 541, 540. Here's the key, though, guys. With these setups, whether it's Tesla, Amazon, Netflix, Nvidia, 9.5 times out of 10, it's going to follow the direction of the overall market. And what I mean is, for example, if we roll over this morning, we get weaker, and the market just ends up rolling over today, well, that means, guys, that most likely Tesla ain't going to break out. But that does mean you could see that squeeze fire to the downside. Right? On these individual stocks, we want to look at good setups, but we want to take these trades, guys, in the direction of the overall market. Right? We want to follow the flow and follow that big money. So this is the only setup I'm going to be focusing on today. Is this Tesla hourly squeeze? And now, guys, the name of the game is patience and discipline. We've got to wait for the market to give us a clear move. Now, I've been waiting to play this Tesla to the upside, but you can't have bias. If the market rolls over, it ain't going to happen. If the market can bounce, if we can see some strength, better yet, if this thing could break that 27.65, there's a good chance you see Tesla flying today. So we'll see what happens, guys. I'm not going to force anything. If the trade is presented, I'll take it. If not, then I'm not taking it. One more thing to consider. Again, market closes tomorrow, so today is like Friday. And what that means, guys, is you want to be quick to take profits today. All right? No different than trading the Friday options. It's just a Thursday. You go jump in here to some Tesla calls, puts, whatever the case may be. Just remember, those out-of-the-money options, as quick as they might gain value, those suckers are going to be at zero unless that move is made. So these are all important things to keep in mind today, guys. But remember, got to follow the direction of the market. That Tesla squeeze is not going to have a good chance of breaking and running to the upside if the market can't do the same. So I wish you guys the best of luck today, and I'll talk to you soon.